Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to the another part of the Flutter Rive animation series. So, in today's video, we are going to implement a loading bar inside our Flutter application. So here you can see the preview that when I am moving this slider, the progress is getting increased. So, in your case, you can implement it. Just you have to pass simple the progress to this progress bar, and this will get finished. After getting finished, it means when you pass it 100 progress, then it will show a you can say check animation. Here you can see. Okay, all right. So this was all the animation we are going to implement. Okay, so simply I am going to close this and creating a new Flutter application. Okay, so simply close this and click here. So before creating the Flutter application, let's have a look of the loading bar. So this link I will provide in the description. So you can it can facilitate you to reach out this animation. Okay. So we are going to remix this. Okay. So simply click on this. Okay. So here warning is showing that I have remixed it already, so I will remix it again and show you how you have to do this. Okay, here you can see there is a gray background, so you have to change it to transparent background. Okay, so here select this artboard, and this fill is need to be unseen, or you can also remove this. Okay, all right. So now we are going to download this for newest version runtime. Okay, so loading bar.riv is downloaded now. So what all we need is to create a new Flutter project. So let's go to our files where we can create our Flutter application. So simply I am going to my directory where generally I create my applications, or where I keep all the applications. So here is the Rive in Flutter, and this is the Rive toggle we made earlier. So now we'll make a new folder, or we don't need to make a new folder. You can see uh, I'm going to delete this folder and right click here and click on simply open with code, and we will create our Flutter application here. Okay, so control shift P and Flutter new project, and we are going to create an application. So click here and all right, so go to this directory, and here you can see there is two applications that are already created. I have created this loading just for instance. I will delete it later, but for now I am going to name this as here. I will select this again and arrive in Flutter and select a folder to create. So I am creating this project in this folder. Okay, select, and application name is going to be arrive loading. All right, press enter, and you can see the project creation has been started for our application. So it will take a while. Till then we will wait. And all right, so the application is created successfully, and here you can see my Flutter emulator is already running. So I will press F5 to start my app on this Flutter emulator. All right, so this will take a while because this is the first time we are running our app. Okay, so uh, click here and press escape, so this dialog will get dismissed. And one thing that we have to do is pubspec.yaml file. All right, so going here, and we have to add some assets here. So you can see here is the commented part for the assets. So we'll uncomment this. Okay, so simply uncomment, and we will create a folder here for assets. So simply name this assets, and inside this assets, Rive assets. Simply you can do anything, but for facility I am making this kind of directory here. So click in a blank area and click on new folder, and just simply name this assets, and inside this asset create a new folder again and name this Rive assets. Here you can see our directory is simply given here. Okay, and right click here and reveal in Explorer. So well, this will open in the Explorer right now. So what you have to do, that the file we have downloaded earlier, you can see here, uh, downloads. This is the loading bar.rive. So see more and go to the folder where we have downloaded. Okay, and simply copy this, Control C, and go to the directory that was opened and paste it here. Okay, and coming to the VS Code, you can see loading bar is shown here. Okay, all right, all done. So we now what we have to do is to add the Rive dependency here. So we'll get uh, and Rive.app. Here going down, we can see that this is the Flutter, and we have to add this Rive 0.9.1, and this version works perfectly with our application. So simply paste this and press Control Ace, that is save, and pubget will start running. All right, so when it will finish, okay, so this got finished, and inside our project we will make some changes so we can add our Rive asset that we have downloaded just right now. Okay, so simply delete these comments, and all right, we will also delete this floating action button and this text views. Two texts are added here, so simply remove this text here, and comments we have to remove also. All right, uh, we have removed that, and all right, so all done, and we have removed all of them because we don't need the pre-built application here, nothing, one of the assets from them or widgets from them. Okay, so title is going to be Rive loading. All right, and Flutter demo page, the title is going to be something loading animation. All right, and inside this children column we will add a Rive asset, Rive animation dot asset. Okay, so this one, and we have to provide the asset. So right click on this and copy path and paste it here. Sorry, copy the relative path and paste it here. Okay, so this is the backward slash, we have to change this to the forward slash. All right, this is done, and pressing the Control S, let's run our application, that is pressing F5 from our keyboard, and let's see what output we are getting right now. Right, so after installing, we got an error, that is the infinite size has been given to our assets. So that's not a kind of problem. Simply click on the Rive animation and click on this context and add a container to this. Basically, this container can also be a sized box, so it doesn't matter what you add here. Okay, so before this child we will add a width that is of 300 and a height also that is of 300, and press Ctrl S and simply hot restart this. So let's see our asset is showing or not. Okay, all right, so our asset is showing here, but you can see here the whole animation is showing. Okay, so to prevent from this, we will decrease some size, because uh, before finishing the loading, it was Okay, all right, so you can see the animation. So we don't want that. We want that the progress should be controlled by us. So okay, for that we have to provide it a artboard. So getting the artboard, we will write a simple function for this one. Okay, so let's write the function that is state machine controller. Okay, so coming to the upper part, we will write it here. Okay, okay, so we'll write here that is stateful widget, that is state machine controller, state machine control, sorry, get artboard. Okay, and we have to provide an artboard, so we can return this. Okay, all right, and after that, sorry for that, so get Rive controller, state machine controller we are returning, so get controller. All right, and after that we will also define state machine controller, and that is here state machine controller is equals to state machine controller dot from artboard. So our artboard is here and state machine name. So let's go to our Rive and we can see this here. Okay, and inside this animation, we can see this state machine one. Okay, so this is the name of the state machine. So simply copy this, copy and paste it here inside this double quotes. Okay, and this is done. Okay, and after that, uh, we have to provide a simple artboard to return. Okay, so for returning the artboard, that is artboard dot add controller, that is controller state machine controller, and remove these quotes from here and simply return this controller state machine controller. All right, so here error is being seen that change statement. Okay, so we have to null check this, and all right, this is done, and we will provide it on init attribute here. So on init, and after on init, simply click here, and this p naught is p0 is actually artboard. So we'll name it artboard, or you can keep it anything. Okay, so I will keep it simple artboard. And before creating on init, okay, so let's go here and create a state machine, that is SMI, uh, SMI number, or SMI input. Okay, this is SMI input. Here you can see input. Okay, and that is load percent name. And if I click here, there is three types: number, boolean, and trigger. Okay, so what kind of this is? So if I increase this, and let me play this, and if I increase this one, okay, and if I check the console, here you can see load percent set to 124. So actually this is the number. Okay, so we'll keep it a number, and this will be the SMI input, and this will be the double, that is the number. And simply this question marks indicates that this can be nullable. Okay, uh, and after that simply provide this, that is progress. All right, and here, error can be seen that what is the error convert to block body. So let's see what is the error. Constructor class non-final fields. Okay, and simply change this to simple progress. And what is the problem? I can't see that problem. SMI input, and okay, so the problem was uh, artboard. Okay, and SMI input, that is double, and that can be nullable. Okay, but this is throwing an error. So what we will do it here. Uh, Simply cut it from here. Okay, all right, and paste it here. Okay, so the error is gone that we have changed it here to our state. Okay, okay. Oh, that was the wrong place where we were writing. So this is the stateful widget where we were writing. So that was the wrong area. Okay, so after on in it, we will write our code for this the function we have created. Okay, so get arrive controller. Okay, so that is state machine controller, and controller is equals to get controller from artboard. Okay, all right, we got that. And we have to get this progress also. So progress, there was a typo mistake. Okay, so what we have to do is progress artboard dot add controller, that is our controller. All right, and after this progress should be assigned. So progress is equals to controller dot inputs dot. Okay, so let's see what is the input here, that is load percent. So simply copy this one and go here, controller dot find input, sorry, find input. Okay, so we have to find this one. All right, and after this we'll assign a progress, that is progress is equals to 0.00. Okay, uh, you can say a 0 also, and dot to double. So error is throwing here, that is double cannot be assigned to SMI double. Okay, so okay, all right. Progress dot value we have to assign progress dot value, that is 0.00, and simply add a null check here. Okay, so what we will do, I am doing here that I am getting the controller from the artboard using a function that we have written here, and also getting this load percentage from, you can see here the name load percent, and changing this to 0. Okay, so let's save our app and run this again. Okay, and we will see the static loading bar. Okay, we can see the static loading bar here. There is no progress inside it. Okay, if I check to the 50% progress, so this will show 50 progress. It means it will the half. Okay, you can see here the half progress is shown. Okay, so we'll add a simple slider here for changing the you can say the progress. Okay, so that is the slider, and let's see where we have. Okay, so here the slider, and value is going to the progress. So progress dot, oh, why this is, and on change value, on change, so we'll get a value while the slider is being moved. And what is the error here, that is argument type. Okay, all right, so we are getting forgetting everything in every step, so that is the value. All right, and after changing we'll set state and changes progress value to value is equals to new value. Okay, all right, all done. And we'll also provide a simple uh, minimum and maximum attributes here. All right, so that is minimum is 0, and maximum, that is 100, and active color, that is colors dot gray. You can define something gray dot said 100 said 900. I'm keeping it. And inactive color, that is colors dot gray dot said 500, and let's save it and see. Okay, all good. So we can see this animation. This is controlled by our slider here. And if I keep it finished, okay, so this is the pretty cool animation is being shown here. And we all have done this through a short line of codes. All right. So if you guys are getting some error or problem in implementing this loading bar, so you can check this source code on the GitHub, and the GitHub link is inside the description. All right, thank you so much guys, and meet you in the next video with another animation asset. Thank you so much.